Good evening, friends. Today the subject is Prince Hamlet, King of Denmark. We will start fast. The date is December 15th, 1235. Ah, Hamlet, have a seat, damn it. Ah, yeah.
Good evening, Dr. Huxley.
Please, lie, there.
Well, not on the first date, but yes.
Where? How are you today?
I'm all right, I suppose. I'm doing all right, I suppose, considering the life I've had, you know, with my father's death and all, and death of Polonius, and of course then there's my mother.
Aye. Mother. Please tell me about your mother.
My mother was a very kind and generous woman, and I loved her dearly, perhaps too dearly. Very early on, I knew I had special feelings for my mother. I mean, she was different than all other women. She was perfect. And I was a young, strapping lad.
Would you like some milk?
But alas, my happiness was not to last. The death of my father kind of put a stumbling block in the way of any happiness I might have had, and till that day he visited me in all that weird green makeup. One night, while out walking amongst the castle ruins and such, I seen my father.
I am my father's spirit. I am my father's spirit, doomed for a certain time to walk the night, and for the day is confined to fast and fires, till the foul crimes done in my days of nature are burnt and purged away. But that I am forbid to tell the secrets of my prison house, I could a tale unfold whose lightest word would harrow up thy soul, freeze thy young blood. Thy damned uncle has murdered me! Murder! Murderer! 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 I, that incestuous, that adulterate beast, with witchcraft of his wits, with traitorous gifts, oh wicked wit and gifts, that have the power so to seduce, one to his shameful lust, the will of my most seemingly virtuous queen. Oh Hamlet, what a falling off was there, from me whose love was of that dignity, that it went hand in hand even with the vow I made to her in marriage, and to decline upon whose natural gifts were poor to those of mine, but virtue as it never will be moved, though lewdness courted in the shape of heaven, so lust, though to a radiant angel linked, will sate itself in a celestial bed, and prey on garbage. But soft methinks I scent the morning air, brief let me be. Sleeping within my orchard, my custom always of the afternoon, upon my secure hour thy uncle stole, with juice of cursed Habona in a vow, and in the porches of my ear did pour the leprous distilment, whose effect holds such an enmity with blood of a man, that swift as quicksilver it courses through the body, destroy, killing, wrecking, murder! Murder! Revenge the damned king, but leave thy mother alone. Please, and all this, avenge my murder. Adieu, adieu, adieu. Remember me.
As if that weren't strange enough, 2 months later my mother wed. Dirty wench. She married the carbuncle, my uncle, that my father had warned me about. I tried to visit her, but to no avail. It stabbed me like 1,000 knives in my heart to see that damned murderer taking my once virtuous mother.
Aye, good Lord Hamlet.
Yes, excuse me, sir. I need to see my mother.
No one goes in now while the missus and the mister are in there. But you better go on and take a number. Number 45. Go on now, Lord Hamlet.
That'll be all day. Good Lord. So you see the impossibilities of getting with my mother. So I devised this scheme. Actually a wonderful plan. I wrote a play about my father and his murder. After the play was over, my mother requested me to come to her closet for a private meeting. Unfortunately, Polonius was there also, hiding behind a curtain. So in a fit of rage, I slaughtered him as I would have a small insect or a baby. So there it was. Polonius was dead. My mother was crying because I had covered his bloody carcass with her good bedspread. He's dead.
What, Gertrude? How does Hamlet?
Mad as the sea and wind when both contend, which is the mightier? In his lawless fit, behind the arras hearing something stir, whips out his rapier, cries, a rat, and in this brainish apprehension, kills the unseen good old man.
Oh, heavy deed! It had been so with us, and we'd been there. His liberty is full of threats to all, to yourself, to us, to everyone. Alas, how shall this bloody deed be answered? It will be laid to us, whose providence should have kept short, restrained, and out of haunt this mad young man. But so much was our love, we could not understand what was most fit, but like the owner of a foul disease, to keep it from divulging, we let it feed, even on the pith of life. Where is he gone?
To draw apart the body he hath killed, of whom his very madness, like some ore among a mineral of metals base, shows itself pure. He weeps for what is done.
Alas, poor Polonius. I regretted killing him, but on a positive note, he was quite tasty. And then there was Guildenstern and Rosencrantz.
Do you mean Rosencrantz and Guildenstern?
Who cares? They're both dead. I wrote a letter in my uncle's pen, ordering them both killed. Quite clever, I thought. And then there was my poor Ophelia. She drowned in a sea of sorrow and madness. That damned priest didn't even bury her in a decent hole.
Another treat for the garbage man. It just never gets any easier, does it?
Well, that's a very interesting story.
Thank you.
I suggest you read Oedipus Rex by Sophocles.
Mm-hmm.
Great help for your problem. Great advice.
Excellent.
Hamlet, it's time for Betty Bye.
Yes, ma'am.